We also realize that people find information related to a project from many different sources. One of the best resources, of course, is the web. We've made it extremely simple to harvest information from the web and have that content automatically inserted and referenced in your community. We have developed the Social Workplace Bookmarklet that is added to your web browsers that will facilitate this. For example, let's open a new browser window and go to YouTube. And let's see if there's any video on OpenText everywhere. Here's the video I'm looking for. I'd like to include this video in my community. So I'll bring up the video. I'll just pause it now, and what I'll do is I will click on the OpenText Bookmarklet Toolbar button. Since I'm already logged in, it's not going to ask me for my credentials. If I weren't, it would ask me to enter my user ID and password. And the Bookmarklet recognizes that there is a video on this page and automatically includes this in my Share Media section. I'm able to add additional comments, and then I can choose the community or my blog to add this content to. So let's select the OTSW training community and click on the Share button. I'll dismiss this window, go back into my OTSW community, and you'll see that that video has now been embedded as a new topic in my community. I could have alternatively clicked on an image or text, and the Bookmarklet would have inserted that information as well. The other thing that I see inside this community is the group of people that I have working with me. The participants list is the list of people who have most recently entered into this community. We see that George Matthews was in at 7:20 a.m. and Afa at 6:28 a.m. This allows me to see that this is a dynamic, vibrant community. If I want to see who all the members of this community are, I can click on the Edit button. I am the owner or moderator of this community, so I have more permissions than others. If I were not the moderator, the link would say Members. Clicking on the link presents me with a list of all of the different members of this community. I can give different individuals different permissions, or I can remove their subscription from their home screen, thereby denying them access. However, their contributions to the community remain. As my status line says, email is where knowledge goes to die. Communities is where it lives on forever, or for as long as you, as the owner-moderator, want it to remain. If I want to bring more people into my community, I do not have to worry about having to forward a series of previous emails to the new members to bring them up to date. All I have to do is invite them to the community, and all of that knowledge is waiting for them to absorb. Let's suppose I want to make Kieran a member of this community. I can click on the plus button beside the Participants link and enter his name in this field. I'll just enter his first name and click on Next. We see that there are actually two Kierans on our system. This is the person that I want, so I'll click on his name. It presents me his mini profile, and at this point, if I click on Next, it will add an invitation for him to join that community onto his home screen. What if I wanted to add someone who is not a member of this system? In the modern world, we need to deal with people outside of our organization. We need to deal with people like suppliers, outside contractors. In fact, most innovative companies have realized that they have to deal with their customers in the discussions that they are having. Well, we support that too. Social Workplace supports the creation of what is called an external user. If I want to invite someone from outside my organization to participate in the community, the process is the same. I type in their name, so in this case let's invite Joe Schmertz, and click on Next. Since Joe can't be found as a member already of our system, I'm asked for more information. The key point being his email address. I can enter his email address and a personal message and click on the Send Invitation button, and then Joe will receive an invitation indicating that an account has been created and he is invited to log in and join the community. The key difference here is that Joe would only be able to access this community and not any others. The final thing I want to talk about is finding stuff. Now, we've all used things like Google to find information, or things like LiveLink or Content Server to find documents, but what we have done is taken it a step further, and we allow you to do what is called a social search. When we search for information on the web, we get all sorts of information. For example, let's type in a Google search up here for OpenText BlackBerry. I get all sorts of stuff returned, but there's a problem with that. We found lots of information, we found lots of content, but it didn't find out who's developing the tool and what that person's role is in the organization. The other thing it didn't do is permissions and access control. It found me the stuff which is public. This presents a bit of a problem in an organization where not all content should be available to all users. And finally, it doesn't tell me about the communities of people that are available to me. So I'm going to come back to our social workplace, and I'm going to enter that same search criteria in our search field and press enter on my keyboard. And notice that it finds me a bunch of content just like Google does, but also notice that it also finds me some people. The system has decided that these are the people that know something about the relevance of the BlackBerry in our organization. It has also found me a bunch of communities that are valuable if I'm interested in the BlackBerry. One of the great things about the social workplace product is that it knows a lot about a user. It knows what's in their profile, it knows what blogs they've posted, it knows which wikis they've added content to. We are able to make incredible determinations and reveal what people in which communities would be relevant to our queries. We also allow you to discover content simply by clicking on a link. Clicking on the Discover link in the My People section will allow you to find the most popular blogs among those people you are not already following. Clicking on the Discover link in the Communities section will find you the most popular communities not already on your home screen. The final thing I want to mention is that we have a full tagging system as well. You can tag any item you create, and this starts to build a list of tags on your home screen. Other people may use the same tags. Now all you have to do is click on a tag, and the search feature will find all content, people, and communities that relate to that tag. OpenText Social Workplace runs absolutely identically whether you are running inside Firefox, IE, or Safari. Keep your knowledge alive with OpenText Social Workplace.